Hello everyone, my name is Jane, and today I'd like us to think about what it means to have a body. I'm hoping that since you woke today, you have stretched out that body, washed it, dressed it, and properly fed it, and you're sitting there clothed and in your right mind. Those of you who are carers may have also had to help another person care for their body. Our bodies are not insignificant or incidental. One of my favourite adverts has the slogan, "Love the skin you're in." It has a great logo and it pledges to show people of different shapes, sizes, tones and shapes and ages in its adverts. Our bodies are very much part of us, and Christian theology affirms belief in the human body as non-evil, but the Gnostics and some others see the body and matter as flawed and evil. We worship and live for God, not just with our inner selves. Our bodies, and even the postures we adopt, say something. We can stand, sit, clap, raise our hands, breathe, dance, sign, run, walk, and so much more, all as a living sacrifice to God. God is spirit, says Jesus. But so that we might see God, we read that the Logos, the eternal Word, became flesh and made his dwelling among us. God prepared a body in which Jesus, the Logos, was born, lived, and died. The body was so important that it was raised to life. And the incarnation of God in a body is one of the foundational truths of Christian faith, alongside the bodily resurrection of Jesus and humanity. Our bodies are important to us as part of our being made in God's image, and so from womb to tomb, the body is to be respected, cared for, loved. The church itself is described in metaphor as a human body, which works well when every member knows its gifting and role. My reason for thinking about the body at this time is because we as the church cannot meet now as we were before the global pandemic. In fact, there are many ways people can't have embodied meetings. We are grateful for what we have and that most of us are well, but still it is strange not to meet because our identity is linked to our body, not just our mind and spirit. As Christians, we're normally encouraged to meet in an embodied way, to eat, pray and sing, to learn and share together. We greet one another with an embrace and a holy kiss or the right hand of fellowship. And all this is done with the longing that others will also be attracted to seek out what it means to be part of this embodied people who follow and love Jesus. And so these really are strange days for us as the community of Jesus. We're certainly not in solitary confinement. We're not deprived of the many gifts of God. We can meet with Christians and other friends in groups on the internet, but we are aware of missing something. Worship is a multi-dimensional thing involving the mind, the emotions, the soul, spirit, and embodiment is part of this. We explore God's incarnational presence in a group of people, the church. We still need shared live events. Musicians, singers, and performers have felt the need to play together and have utilised the full capacity of the internet. People are now talking about complex ideas like online and offline embodiment. How can we be real? We do not know when we will be able to meet again as a whole congregation in a physical place in our bodies, but it seems clear that if we want our online meetings for prayer, corporate worship, teaching and fellowship to be fully meaningful and embodied, as it were, that we need to prepare ourselves by spending time with Jesus in the Spirit and not just turn up by pressing the right keys and buttons. I, with many, look forward to the day in the future when we can meet in a physically embodied way and greet with an embrace or a handshake, eat, pray and sing together, to learn and share. But until that time, we must make our meetings online as embodied as possible by being fully present in person and in the spirit. May God help us to think about these things today. Amen.